Welcome to my channel, Michelle Holden Art, where you discover your true art one layer at a time. And it is the intuitive abstract art, I like to say, process that I'm exploring. And here I am setting up for my next art journaling page. And as I say in the caption, having a quiet and organized space is very important to your practice. So how do you set up your space? Is everything within reach so you don't have to go searching? I know sometimes even during my video I forgot this and I have to run across the studio, but that's okay. As long as you have most everything there, it's such an interesting flow that you can get into, and who knows what can happen as long as we're present and keeping attention to our inner voice. So stay tuned. As you can see, I finished a previous page, used my brayer with leftover paint with the palette, and now I'm searching through my cleaned up collage papers in my studio and just trying to pick out a few. So please stay to the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get this art journal page started. And so, as I thought I wasn't going to narrate over this video, but I will now. I just feel a little more ready. It just all depends. My intention today is to use these colors. As you can see here, we've got cadmium red deep hue, which of course is very different from magenta or quinacridone magenta, but still using the yellow oxide, the teal, the unbleached titanium this time. That brighter yellow is the cadmium yellow deep hue. I love that one. I also love the Indian yellow. I've got to get some of that. And I really think I need a little bit of orange. This is cadmium orange hue. Just along with, oh, so beautiful. So then in a way you have the primaries, the red, yellow, and blue, but just in different hues. So that's the goal, or the intention. I hate to say goal. But what I did from the previous video, last week's, is I used remnants of the palette, which were similar, the bright red and yellow. So I think this is going to work. And last week's video was not that one. This is the one that I did and I didn't record. Oh, and of course, I wrote my reflection notes. Very important. You can get that PDF it's in the comments section below the video. And just click on it and you can have it. This one. So love this. And this was how to remember a sequence of layers. And I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to use what I remember, what's in. And I forgot to tape, so I will get the edges and everything all ready, and then I will be back. Okay, so I am back. If you are new here, of course, my apologies. Welcome to Michelle Holden Art, intuitive abstract art journaling. Discover your true voice, or art one layer at a time, because it's all about the layers, and that's what I love to focus on. And what kind of layers that's the whole kind of journey for just discovering all sorts of stuff. So this is the tape. You can order it on Amazon. I do not have any affiliate products or anything yet, but I will soon learn how to do that. So it's very good. But what I put on first, because I just can't stand when my watercolor paper tears, is just a gloss medium Liquitex. And this is older, it's thickened up, but it still works fine. And we've got just sort of a quick, bright, and who knows what's going to happen with this layer, an activated surface. So I like to just do this. I've developed this over time. Of course, it's going to change or evolve. I might not even do it anymore. I might want to do something else. But for now, this is what I do. Now, I think I would like a very watery layer. And I'm not going to go yellow. I want to go orange. And I'm going to take some white. I changed the perspective of my table here, so pardon me while I make just a few adjustments, so that you can also see me mixing, which I don't do a lot of at this point for this particular page, but I do for my larger work, which is behind the scenes and coming up in the future. So notice this, how it's sort of a pinky, which is so cool. That's the, see, and it's definitely a cooler orange. But I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow in it just to warm it up. It's still not very orangey, but I love how transparent it is. And I am really, my intention today is just start. Some days can be better with the overthinking. What do you think? Yeah. And today I thought, what is holding me back? What is this thing, this resistance, anticipation? I don't know what, but it can get very frustrating. So then I get a little peeved and I go, you know what? I just got to start. And I decided to continue where I left off the other day. And I just am going to respond to what's there. Now, interesting. Very interesting. Don't know if I even like it, but that's just a first or second layer. I'm going to be brave and put the blue on, but I'm going to put a little bit of that orange in it, so I'm glad you can see, because I really do want to mix a bit more. And I've been watching and learning, of course. I want to do less straight out of the tube. There really is a magic to using mixed colors. Now, this is a medium or darker tone. I'm going to go right here. Since it's so much darker, I'm going to treat it like I do my blacks, except it isn't black. And change the value of this just to make it different. So I'm just responding one mark, one shape, one stroke, paintbrush at a time to a previous one. So this made me do that, and I want to scratch. Oh, look at this green here. Okay, I think I'll lift it up a bit. I'm trying to put down contrast and a lot of colors at the beginning, so it forces me to respond differently than the other pages. So then who knows what'll happen. Oh, loving this. It might just be a little too early to put that on. And as soon as I put this down, I knew one of the other colors was this light blue. So I'm going to use that. Put it near my blues. Use the same color shaper, but yet wipe some of the teal off. That's what that is. No, it's not a teal, it's a turquoise. My correction. So I'm really wanting to lighten this blue up. This is light blue permanent. Liquitex again. Liquitex is just fine for art journaling. And I have I use golden. I'm sort of low on the golden, but we'll change that soon. Loving that mix in there. I think I'll go right over. Interesting. So what I'm doing is, and I'm also thinking I want to end up in a either a horizontal or quadrant or combination. So I'm trying to do both horizontal and vertical shapes. While keeping them transparent, of course. Okay. So I have a feeling, who knows how this is going to turn out. I know I showed you my intention. Ooh. Okay, that's definitely a possibility. I want to bring out some collage now. And I'm not putting them down yet because I want to... See, that's not going to go. Ooh, that might. Oh, I love that right there. Wow, too early though. But we're going to keep that in mind. Loving the similar value, but the different hue with that. Wow. This is that real thin paper from my encyclopedia, my old text that I found. Definitely right there. All right. Very nice. And for the thinner paper, I'm starting to use a softer gel. Oh, I'm loving this view. I know some subscribers, hi out there. Some of you mentioned I wasn't close up enough, but I am going to zoom in different sections, so I'll do that. So we get to see, there it is, some close-ups. Oh, I'm loving this combination. It's almost like a lighter version of that page that I showed you at the beginning. This is really cool. Oh, see, I'm trying to really push myself. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. See, I love this combination down here. And I don't want to cover it up. And see how now when I crisscrossing, it's developing some shapes. See, I'm not sure about that red. See, when I cover it up, see all the lighter values really work? So I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to use another color shaper, smaller one, and I'm going to go like so. But I will scrape through just a little bit. And using the brayer, when you're using thick paint, it leaves quite a texture, so there's quite a physical texture there, not just a visual, which is so cool on a journal page. So now, you see how it's coming together, but in a totally unexpected way compared to my intention. Oh, wow, these are really cool. Oh, definitely black and white of some kind of combination. Oh, I think, I know it might be a little early for this, but I'm not going to use black. I'm going to use, I've rearranged my art journaling table. You can see my arm reach around so it doesn't get in the view. But let's show you a close-up right now. It might go too close, but bear that in mind. So now, see how you can see the pencil underneath? So now my plan is to use some light blue right here. Dots, organic dots. And I'm going to overlap. It bled a bit, but that's okay. I'm liking the light to dark, dark to light effect. I think I'll go one more up. And I don't really worry about overlapping the shapes exactly. And I'm loving that subtleness there. I think I want to just do a little bit here. Oh, a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. So that's tape. It'll have a beautiful clean edge when we're done. And what about you? Do you like going full page right to the edge, which I've done and is super? But I just developed this likeness for a nice clean edge for all my pages to be consistent. Then I can write at the bottom. And of course, I also write about them on the other page. So let's find some more yellows or orange. Two. This is beautiful right there. I think I want to bring some out. Oh, you see the transparency? Beautiful. And that was a scrap piece that's been hanging around for a long time. Finally got to use it. This is coffee filter paper. I did one little video, and since the coffee filters are round, it sort of throws me off, but if you cut them up and use them as little pieces like this, oh, it's fabulous. As you can see how it melts away. Sewing paper is so cool. And what caught my eye was this neutral here. And I want to carry that upward. I'm going to bring this here so my arm doesn't go across the camera lens. I love that white. I want to leave that, or a piece of it. Let's see how that corresponds. I'm wondering if I'll bring it. Yeah, I'll shrink the size of it. But I like the torn edge there. See, now it goes with that shape. It's not overpowering it. It's just adding to it. Really liking that soft gel. This one's a golden. Beautiful product, and it's semi-gloss. Definitely. Now you see how these pieces are too much the same? So that's what I'm not liking, of course. Here's some. So I found, hang on, a beautiful old paper like this. This is so nice. And then, of course, you can just roll whatever palette you're using over top. And this is just a little piece that's left. Yeah. So I'm going long, tall, rather than, I don't want too much of that blank part. Getting into the corners today, it seems. Bringing that shape down. I like that. Yeah, that'll work. See how this blue just, it's not doing. No. Now, I need some transparency. Ooh, a little more punch. So this is the deli paper. You can order any kind. If it's unwaxed. To tell you the truth, I don't even know the difference. I've only bought one set of deli paper, so I haven't had to compare. Oop. It's too much, too much. Too much. Okay, let's... Oh, that's better. Let's go horizontal. Maybe here, I don't know. Bringing some of the paint. Yeah, right there. That's cool. So we have a transparent layer over another layer. Now it's creating this interesting shape. And the collage is like the negative space. It's really cool. Okay. I like this little piece here. cross or another pattern. So I'm just going to use a brush. I'm going to use the turquoise right out of the tube, and I just want to create a few cracking lines. I don't want to go near the peach too much because I really like it. Just bringing the attention down here a bit. Very subtle. I don't know if it really did anything, but interesting. We'll just leave that. I don't know if I'll even keep it there. But you see, these things can happen. You have an intention, you try it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And no. Definitely needs some kind of orange. So we're going to go long, maybe along here. In here. I like blue there. Okay. I'm liking the lighter tone. Okay. Notice I didn't use any red. Let's see. I used it with the pink, of course. Let's yes, I need some black and white in there. I really like that, but I don't want it. So now that made it even more interesting. So now it's making me think of some more negative space. That's interesting. Too dark, so we'll just lighten that up a little. Wait. Okay. interesting. I think I'll do this. Just going to lift it. Okay. Here we go. I always love using shapes like this. If they work, of course. Just wondering if this works or not. Distracting. So I'm looking not to put it where there's contrast or color contrast. I'm looking for a similar value. Of course, not right in the middle. We don't want that. And we might not want the whole thing. Might just want part of it. Okay, that sort of makes the eye go that way. Oh, here. No, it's distracting. Okay. Aha. You could hear me scurrying through the basket of papers over there. I just keep them to the side. Yes, but this way. How do we want? Yes, we want this because we already have some square pieces here. 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 Nope. Interesting. It needs to be longer, definitely. Okay. Hang on. Versus, or let's just do a strip. Let's do a single row instead of double. See what it looks like. Definitely. So it's really about the feel, and that just happens over time. If you're a beginner, it's like, well, you don't really have a benchmark to go by, and you just have to start, which is so easier said than done. I know. So, you might also want to keep an X-Acto knife handy, because I don't want that going over that blue piece. So I really like that blue piece. There. Okay. I just need something. Something's calling me there, but I just don't know What? I don't think it's O. Maybe. Yes. Now, what color? Let's go orange. But let's mix it first. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yes. So a similar value, just deepening the hue a bit, isn't going to change the composition that now, intuitively occurred. So that's awesome. Love that. Okay, now we just need some black and white. I think I still love that little black and white piece. Where did you go? There you are. Now, does it still fit? No, it needs to go to a different spot. And I don't even know if it fits now. So I've got all these fabulous collage pieces. Oh, that has some black in it. I think that's why it goes. And again, it's that vellum-like paper. It's so thin. It's so cool. See the old encyclopedia. I think I'm going to put it right there. I like it. Let's crop it a bit. It'll be more interesting. It's sort of developing my signature style here. Now, so if I'm going to put this here or here, which I think black dots would be better, so let's try those. I have some black out. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I'm just making a mess today. I'm going to use this sponge. Now, it'll probably, I don't know, it's going to be messy. I hope not. That's okay. Now, I think I like that. Both. Just below. And later on if that dries, but I never do anyway. Now we're going to have some black line or something over here. And that's where, if you've been watching my channel, I always seem to run out of the fine black line kind of paper. Collage. Nope. It has to be transparent. Wow, that's a lovely neutral, but no, it's not what we need. Okay. Oh. That might work. See how this has the gold? I know, I don't know if I did a video, but that's coming up, of how I make my own very interesting collage paper. That's not going to work. Definitely use a bit. And this is a slight metallic in it. And see how one piece can go a long way depending on how you're using it. So it's similar there, and I love that there. So let's trim that. Trim that. Sort of the word love in there. I like that. That's good. Yay. So I hope you are developing, getting into a routine, starting an intuitive art journaling practice, that I like to focus on the abstract, because you don't need to, I'm not doing animals and all of that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's not my go-to. All right, notice we have black in basically 3 areas. That's awesome. I'm going to carry those black spatters over to here. I don't think I want anything more, but let's see. Posca marker. Beautiful. And it seems to work. I'm overlapping, making larger ones, changing it up. They emulate the organic dots here, but the black ones aren't in order as those ones are. So then you see that's a difference. You can see the pencil lines underneath. And I will zoom in. I think I'm going to stop, other than do a little sprinkle. There's this fine line, but now I think if I add that, let's see. It's my dog in the background. You hear him snoring. Just a little fine edge. I don't want to overdo it. There. Okay. I've not done sprinkles with this very fine brush. I don't know whether that'll work. I just wanted to give it a try. A lot more control. I like it. And there's sort of wiggly lines. I really like that. Okay, let's do some bigger ones. I might not like that, but that's okay. You can let it dry so you don't smudge it, and you can go over it with the blue again, or a marker, or anything. So, that's it. Wow. Very different from what I thought it would turn out, and I love it. Let's not get carried away, Michelle. Okay, so let's dry these layers. Oh, this is going... I forgot about the fine line. I'm going to use white this time. I don't know. I noticed that added just a little bit of interest. I don't want to overdo the dots. Then there's the black. So I don't know if I like that, so I can take that out. I think I'll stop while I'm ahead. It's funny when you get new tools, you just want to use them. That's okay. Okay, so now for the tape reveal. It's a little bit more drying. I didn't use that. Okay. I realized I'd never used any of the Oxide. And I see a little spot where it would look really cool. I know it's not much. Woohoo! That is way too strong. So I can lift it with the damp. There we go. Okay. Oh, gotta get that edge. And I usually use, so it bled a bit, but it looks like it, but that's tape. So that's great that it's gonna come off. No big deal. And sometimes when I start, I like to seal the edge of the tape, which will stop most of that. It's never really stopped. See, on this one, there's none, which is super. There we go. Okay. So, let's zoom in. So there's lots of layers, lots of beautiful colors, and shapes that just took form on their own, which is so awesome. And I'll show an image at the end. So that is so great. And at the end of each page, as I've said in the previous video, sometimes I write right on this and glue it in, or you can just put it to the side and use it as a guide. I can trust myself. I am brave today, or whatever it is you're feeling. At the beginning, I was frustrated, so I would write that down, and then it'll take me right back to my feelings of that page and my layers. My intention was to emulate that other page, but this turned out to be a lighter value of it, a lighter version, and thoughts and feelings. I really love what happened with this color, and you would write down that color so you can remember for the next time. Cadmium orange hue and stuff that's important to you. I love the shapes, and try to remember how they developed, either with collage, your sequences. What did you do first, second, third, and fourth? That kind of thing. So it's very, very helpful. On my other page, that's how I use the guide. No plan today, just glad, grateful to have an extra creative moment for myself without the need to record it. So that's what I was feeling the other day. So as you can see, over time, you'll really, really start developing, connecting to yourself, your true art, your true voice. And I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, join my email list for the freebie offer, and many, many more. If you do, you can have access to my free resource library that's on my website that I'm in the middle of reconstructing. So much more for 2024, and I will see you in the next video.